Hi, this is Ramachandran from onlinemathforall.com. This video is about solving difficult problems on indices part 2. Here we are going to see how to solve problems on indices. Here we have a question on the board that is a to the power x is equal to b, b to the power y is equal to c, c to the power z is equal to a, and we have to find the value of x times y times z. Usually this kind of questions are being asked in competitive exams like GMAT, and we'll have limited time to solve this kind of questions in competitive exams. Okay, so how this problem can be solved? When we see this problem, it seems to be difficult. Actually, it's not a difficult one. This problem can be easily solved when we apply the tricks. Okay, I'll show you the tricks while solving the problem. Okay, I'm just going to use information we have in the question. So we have three equations in the given information. So this is the first one: a to the power x is equal to b, b to the power y is equal to c, c to the power z is equal to a. So these are the three equations we have. I'm just going to use these three equations to solve the problem. So please give me a moment. A to the power x is equal to b, b to the power y is equal to c, and c to the power z is equal to a. Okay, first I am going to consider the third equation, that is c to the power z is equal to a. So from the third equation it's very clear. So the value of a is c to the power z, because a is equal to c to the power z. So since the value of a is equal to c to the power z, I'm just going to plug a is equal to c to the power z into the first equation for a. Students, please listen to me carefully. I just consider the third part, that is c to the power z is equal to a. So from this it's very clear the value of a is c to the power z. So I'm going to apply this value for a into the first equation, that is a to the power x is equal to b. So for this a I'm going to plug c to the power z. So when I do so, I'll be getting, for this a we write c to the power z. Since we have power x, for c to the power z we take power x is equal to b. So the next thing what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to consider the second part, second equation. So that is c is equal to b to the power y. So in this it's very clear. So the value of c is b to the power y. As we saw the first one, the value of a is c to the power z. Here the value of c is b to the power y. So the same I am going to apply for this c. So that is here in this step I'm just going to plug c is equal to b to the power y, because we got the value of c from the second equation. So here instead of this c I am going to take b to the power y. Already we have power z for c, so I'm just going to take the same, and again we have the power x. I hope the students can understand this step. For c we have taken the value b power y. So because in the second equation the value of c is b power y, so that is what I have taken for c here, and we have z as a power for c, the same as been taken for b power y, and again we have power x here. That part also has been taken. So now we have three powers for b, that is y, z, x. So whenever we have power to the power, again power to the power, all the powers can be multiplied. So now I am going to multiply the three powers x, y, z. One second. When I do so, these three powers are going to be multiplied. When I do so, b to the power x, y, z, on the right side we have just b. Okay, here on the right side we have b, and no power is given for b on the right side. If there is no any power, we can assume the power is 1. Here the two terms are equal, b to the power x, y, z and b to the power 1. These two terms are equal, and we have same bases on both sides. Whenever the two terms are equal and the bases are same, powers also must be equal. So students, please listen to me this step. If two terms are equal the base on the left side, base on the right side are same, then powers must be equal, so we can equate the powers. So when we equate the power, so the power we have on the left side is x, y, z, the power we have on the right side is 1. So here we got the value of x, y, z, that is 1. So now the students can understand solving this problem is not a difficult one. So now we can easily solve this problem because I just applied the trick. So here in this problem I didn't get any trick outside of the problem. I just used the given information. So that is the trick. So how are we going to use the given information? So that is the only trick involved in this problem. So I just used the third information, that is c to the power z is equal to a. So from this it's very clear. So the value of a is c to the power z. I just apply the same for a into the first equation, a to the power x is equal to b. For a, I just applied the value of a from the third equation, that is c to the power z. So then I consider the second equation, that is b power y is equal to c. Here it's very clear the value of c is b to the power y. So I apply the value of c again into the first equation. So instead of c, I just take b to the power y. So when I do so, I get the step b to the power y to the power z to the power x. So this is a step I get. So here we have three powers for b, y, z, x. So when we have power to the power, so the powers can be multiplied. So I multiplied these three powers, x, y, z. So I get x, y, z, b to the power x, y, z is equal to b. So here on the right side for b, no power is given. So we can assume there is power 1. And hereafter it's very simple because the two terms are equal, b to the power x, y, z and b to the power 1. These two terms are equal. If two terms are equal and the bases are same, the powers also must be equal. So I equate the powers x, y, z 1. So when I do so, I just get the value for x, y, z. Okay, since I was explaining this problem, I took almost 8 minutes to get answer for this question. But without any explanation, if you solve the problem using the given equations, the problem can be solved even less than a minute. So just 40 seconds in 50 seconds, this kind of problems can be easily solved. So when we see the problems, it seems to be difficult, but we just have to apply the tricks. So once we apply the tricks, the problem can be easily solved and we can get the answer in a minimum time. Okay students, for more videos like this, please visit www.onlinemathforall.com. Thank you.